你们好，同学 and 早上好, good morning. This is your teacher, Mr. Brown. We're talking about vehicles and we're talking about transport today. This is our fourth recorded session for grades 3 and 4 students learning Chinese. So today we're going to go through that song first that I introduced last week. But I also need to tell you that you're going to need a piece of paper for today and something to draw with because we're going to be making something. Rudi will be coming along later and he's going to help me introduce the names for different vehicles again. But firstly, do you remember that song from last week? 不要说英语? Okay, let's have a go at that and see how you go. It's got that groovy tune. 不要说英语，说中文。不要说英语，说中文。我们会唱歌，我们会唱歌。不要说英语，说中文，说中文。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。And again. 不要说英语，说中文。不要说英语，说中文。我们会唱歌，我们会唱歌。不要说英语，说中文，说中文。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。Well done, everyone. Okay, I'm just going to put Bluey the guitar away. Thank you, Bluey. And now, I better go find Rudi. He's around. Now, last time Rudi and I had a bit of a disagreement about how many things he may happen to have in his suitcase where I keep him at night. I'm not going to go into any arguments with him today. I made a big promise I won't question him about it. He's just going to tell me. Okay, so I'll just go find him. Rudi! Oh, here he is. Aha! 你好，同学。你们好。早上好。Okay, Rudi. How are you today? 我很好。You 很好。你好吗？我很好。你呢？我很好。我也很好。Okay, let's have a look. Now, did you know what we just said? I think most of you do. So let's have a look. What did I say? I said ni hao ma, which means how are you? So ni hao's hello, ni hao ma is how are you? And you said, what did you say again? 我很好. Okay, 我很好, I'm very good. And then he asked me something important there. 你呢? Now, 你呢 means and you. So, and you. And so, 你呢, and then I said, 我也. So, 我is I, 也 is also. 我也很好. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look at our things here. So, actually, we should do that again, shouldn't we? Yes. So, 你好吗? Oh, actually, no, you're supposed to say, well, actually, we'll get it right soon, don't worry. Okay. 你好吗? 我很好，你呢? 我也很好，谢谢你，谢谢你. Okay, now I'll just move my chair back a little bit. Okay, now Rudi, let's have a look at these things. Let's have a look at our vehicles that we're looking at. So we had this one. This was Fiji. Do you guys remember this from last week? We'll just go through them again. Fiji. 我有飞机. Okay, very good. Okay, next one. 自行车. 我没有自行车. Okay, no problem. Oh, I've got one. 我有自行车. Okay, 公车. 我有公车. Okay. 船. 我有船. Okay, very good. Oh, thanks for helping me. 谢谢你，不客气. Thanks for helping me with all these cards. 不客气. Okay. This is 候车. Okay. 我有候车. Where's that other one that sounds very similar to that? Ah, here we go. It's the other one. 候车. 我有候车. Okay, very good. And this one, 马. Some people get around on these. 马. 我有马. And 车. 我有车. 我没有车. Oh, now do you know what Rudi and I were saying there? I said, well, yo, as in I have. And Rudi, what did you say? Well, 没有. So, Rudi doesn't have. So, what don't you have? Well, 没有车. So, Rudi doesn't have a car. I have a car. So, I can say, 我有车. 我没有车. We can actually have a good conversation on this. I could say, 我有车. Hang on, sorry, I said it wrong. So, 我有车. 你呢? So, I'm saying, I have a car. 你呢? How about you? 我有车. 你呢? 我没有车. What if... Oh, we could do the same thing here. So, I have a bicycle. I'll just find that bicycle again. Oh. 谢谢你, Rudi. 不客气. Okay, so... 自行车. So, I could say... 我有自行车. 你呢? 我没有自行车. Okay, very good. But, now Rudi's got a plane. You got a plane? Okay, very good. So Rudi's got a plane. Okay, so now, but I don't. So I can say, 我没有飞机. 你呢? 我有飞机. Okay, rightio. Thank you, Rudi. I'll have to see this plane one day. All right, okay, rightio. I promise. I promise. That's right. I won't say anything. What about 马? 我没有马. 你呢? 我有马. Okay, rightio. I can see where this is going. Now, and you better suck your thumb for a while. All right, so that was really good. So, Rudi, what we're going to do now is we're going to do a craft to show everyone. Can we say 再见 to you? 再见同学. Okay, very good. Now, okay. Hey, hang on. Okay, so see you later, Rudi. All right, he's going to go and find a boat and a car and a few things. So today what we're doing, I'm going to introduce you to a couple of new words. Now, firstly, can you guys find that piece of paper? We're going to make something. Now, what I thought we'd make is I thought we'd actually make a car. So we're going to make a chair. And we're going to try and make it so that it stands up. So for this, you'll need a piece of paper. You need something to draw with. And I reckon you'll also need a pair of scissors as well. Now, if I happen to go too fast, just pause the video, go back and have another watch. Okay, so firstly, the first thing you need to do with this piece of paper is you need to fold it in half, like this. And make sure that the corners match up exactly. That way, you'll have something like this. Now, we're not going to use the whole piece of paper, but we're going to use a fair bit of it. I reckon too, you'll need, no, that's right, so I reckon too, just fold, just to help you out again, fold this up again. So you actually have a piece that looks about that big. Okay, unfold that much, but this fold here is going to help you know where to draw the wheels of your car. Okay, now the next step. Next step is using your texta. We're going to think of some shapes that actually match our car. So firstly, I'm going to draw two circles that are sitting on that fold. My first circle, I'll just show you. It's going to look pretty groovy. One circle there. And now I'll do my second circle. It goes there. Okay, this is a nice easy way to draw a car too. So now let's join those two circles together with a line. Like that. Okay, good work. Now we need another circle. Actually, we need two smaller circles inside the two big circles. This is like the hubcaps inside the tyres. Or it could be a groovy pair of glasses, maybe. Okay, so you have these maybe a little bit on the scary side. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to draw another circle up here. Now this circle is actually more like a squash Smartie. When you put a Smartie side on, should look like that. Okay, so there's my squash Smartie. And now I'm going to draw sort of a square underneath that squash Smartie. Just like that. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And just on the other side, I'm going to draw another little square. Like that. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And now, I'm going to join those things up. Okay, so we have our circle. This is going to be the headlight, and that's going to be the front bumper bar. I don't think that's proper name. Someone's going to tell me it's not called a bumper bar, Mr. Bear. That's okay. You've got your back bumper bar there. And then we have one more thing. You need something like a triangle. And just here, I'll show you what that is. A triangle. Just above this one here, and I'm going to draw a line across it. So you might have seen on some old cars the rear tail lights, and some of them have a design like this on the really old ones, you know, like the ones that Grandma and Grandpa drive around in. I'm going to try and draw one of those cars because I think they look really cool. Okay, next part is we need to do the windscreen. Now for the windscreen, I'm going to draw a triangle just above the front wheel. Now I better show you where the front wheel is. So there's my front wheel with the headlight. I've drawn a triangle up here, but I've just stopped up the top and so it's like a triangle with the top knocked off there. Okay, so that's the first part. Then I'm going to draw a square next to that triangle. That's for a window. Like so. Draw one square. Now I need to draw another square. Just need that square there. That's for the next window. Like so. And now I just need one more shape, and that's going to be another triangle. Maybe make it a little bit longer this time. And just round it off up the top there. So it looks like that. Now we're starting to have something that almost looks like a car. Okay, one more thing. And notice how I've made this triangle go just a little bit further over the wheel. So this makes it more like this is the back of the car or something like a hatchback. Okay. Rightio, now I'm going to draw a line. It's going to go up from the light and it's going to curve or hook just like that. I've gone up and it's curved, and that line is going to go straight across to our triangle here. Alright, just like that. And the other line is going to go up and straight across. One thing I need to mention. See, I forgot to tell you that what I'm drawing here has to be near the top of the page because we're going to fold this out and you'll be able to have a car that stands up. Okay, so we're nearly there. So now I've just finished off by joining some lines just there to the top of where that fold is. Now we can fold this out. We can actually, got another piece of paper there. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so we can actually fold that out soon. Okay, so that's one side. Now on the other side, actually we might even just cut that out now because there's something that we can do to that. So the next job is get your pair of scissors, start up with the fold and cut it out. Now if you need to stop the video so you can do that, that's fine. You can do that now. I'm just going to cut this out very quickly. So I'm going around all the edges there. You can see through the paper what I'm doing. I'm just trying to cut around the edge as best as possible. This is good practice for your fingers too, everyone, because one thing you need to have as you go through school is strong fingers, because you have to do a lot of writing, and it's actually a very important skill to be able to use scissors. And it's also very good that you can be creative and learn how to make things too. It's very good for problem solving as well. I'm still cutting out. I used to do a lot of this when I was in preschool. So I went to preschool at a little place called Menindee, which is up in the desert country of New South Wales, not far from Broken Hill, about 120 kilometres from Broken Hill, which isn't far out that way. Some days I was the only kid at the preschool too. Other times there was a few kids there. And so I had all day when I went to preschool to make things. So I had a really nice teacher there who would let me make fish and octopus and things like that. And then I'd come home and I'd glue them on the wall, which wasn't always a good thing. My dad was very patient with me, and he helped me take the fish and the octopus off that I glued on the wall, off the wall. And he gave me a piece of paper that he put on the door, and he said, "That's where you're going to glue your stuff now." So that's what I did. Anyway, so now we have a car. On the other side, it's all blank. Now we're going to write the symbol for ch on it, just on the front. Actually, I might even do this on the back, and I think that might be, actually if I do this on the front, so we'll make it on the front, and that'll be about all the time we have. So to do the symbol for ch, the very first thing you need to do is a line across. So there's my line across. And ch kind of looks like a number 4 inside an equal sign. So ch, we have that line across. Then you're going to need a line going down like this. And then I'm going to do a number line across like this. Not as long as the first one though. So it's almost going to look like a number 4 soon, and there'll be an equal sign stuck in it as well. I need another line going down like that, and there's another line going across, and that's the word for ch. Okay, now I'm just going to write ch, which is C H E, like that for ch, and then I'm going to do a line just across the top of the E, and it looks like this, ch. Okay, so this is ch for car. Now if you open it up a little bit, or if you've used a bit of stiff card, you should be able to make your ch stand. Here's the test. Ooh, I'm trying not to hold it in my fingers too much. Oh, look at that. Hey, that's good. So you should be able to make it stand just like that, and there's something to decorate your bookshelf with, or your table, or something you can put on the kitchen table and say, "Look what I made today for Chinese class. I made it." Sure. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. 谢谢你, 再见. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week. And so will Rudi. 再见.